Bollywood films have been a staple throughout this class in the efforts to educate us on some aspects of modern-day Indian culture. They're wildly entertaining, but there's an underlying issue in the composition of these films. To explain why, I will be utilizing sources from their 3 Bollywood films that we have seen throughout this semester, and 5 external peer-reviewed sources that explain in depth the effect that Bollywood actors and actresses have on the modern-day people of India concerning beauty standards. These are what our Bollywood actresses looked like. They are the model for beauty, and their beauty regimens are often influenced on what came before them in Bollywood film. One writer recalls being on a trip with colleagues in India and wondering why all the billboards he saw were dominated by faces and figures that were hardly the norm. The faces and figures he was referring to probably looked like these women above. Kareena Kapoor, Kajol, Nargis, and Gracie Singh are the women pictured above. On the left is Nargis, an actress from the 50s. On the second to left is Gracie Singh from Lagan. On the far right is Kajol from Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. And on the second to right is Kareena Kapoor from 3 Idiots and Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. What all women share is their remarkable fairness and thinness. According to Chakravarti, the 2009 boom in fairness and skin lightening products in India was caused by ads, movies, and TV commercials promoting this kind of beauty. People in India are also said to be desirous of plastic surgery, in no small part to Bollywood stars like this. Women are said to want straight silky hair, fair skin, a sharp nose, a thin frame, a fuller chest, and no body hair, all because of these actresses and actresses similar to them. Males are said to want more hair, a masculine nose, a thin but built frame, clear skin, and no acne scars. On the far left is Shah Rukh Khan from Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. On the far right is Hrithik Roshan, also from Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. And in the middle is Amir Khan from 3 Idiots and Lagan. Both aesthetics that I have described about males wanting what they want and women wanting what they want as far as plastic surgery and body ideals go are according to Aisha. Some ways men still achieve this is rhinoplasty, liposuction, acne scar removal, and hair transplants. Ways women will achieve theirs is through chest surgery for fuller chests, acne scar removals, hair removals, liposuction, and rhinoplasty as well. Most of all, though, skin lightening creams are popularized in India above all else. However, according to Varghese, this is only for women, as dark skin has only really been seen as a problem with women. Women who have gained popularity in America might be able to give an explanation as to why this is so. Aishwarya Rai specifically was the subject of focus surrounding this topic with the paper that Asuri wrote. However, all 3 of these women are a wonderful example of the beauty ideals that were listed by Aisha. On the far left is Priyanka Chopra. She has fair skin, relatively light eyes, and that pointed nose that was listed out by Aisha. She does, however, have slight acne bumps, which would not be considered an ideal. On the far right, we have Rani Mukherjee. She has light eyes, light skin, straight hair. However, her nose isn't as pointed as some others are. But in the center is Aishwarya Rai, and she has all of the ideals: the fair skin, the light eyes, the straight hair, no acne scars, she's thin, and she has a full chest. With colonization and westernized idea of beauties infiltrating Eastern spheres, femininity became associated with it. Non-whiteness was seen as less womanly, and then it became associated with high class and high caste. If you had lighter skin, the higher your class, and people assumed that you had more money, and therefore you were more desirable. The darker your skin, people assumed you were in a lower caste, meaning that you were not as worthy and not as desirable, according to Varghese. According to Osuri, this is where Aishwarya Rai found her success, and going along the same baselines, I'm confident this is where others found their success as well. Fair skin was said to become an obsession for India in regards to women, according to Osuri. Because Bollywood stars and their fair skin, light eyes, and pointed noses, many average Indian people were being tremendously influenced to think about cosmetic surgery and of lightening cream, according to Aisha. But of course, not everyone wants to get these surgeries. When the facade of the men and women in Bollywood fall, we are met with the modern-day men and women of India, and they are embracing their bodies according to Chatterjee. Supported by films like Shunyo Ibuki, Size Zero, and Dumlaga Ke Hasha, women and men are beginning to embrace their sizes and beauty. The women on the left have darker skin, not as prominent noses as would be accepted in Bollywood, slightly wavy hair, and they both have dark eyes. Additionally, the woman on the upper right has visible body hair. None of this would really be chalked up to something Bollywood would consider beautiful and for hire. The women in the middle are a little bit heavier than Bollywood would appreciate, and they do not have the traditional beauty in their faces of Bollywood. The man on the bottom middle is balding, and though he has fair skin and a masculine nose, because of this feature of his hair, he would not make the cut for Bollywood films. Neither would the men on the left, as they have acne scars and are visibly heavier than normal. These are the reasons they would not make Bollywood films, but these are the people of India. The realistic ideal in Bollywood is still present, but most people in India look like any of these folks. These modern men and women of India dissolve by these products that Bollywood actors use. Skin fairness is still an issue, even with movies embracing bodies. As accounted by Varghese, many women she encountered while in an Indian hostel still use skin lightening products, regardless of their level of fairness already. She listened to two women talking, one of them already very light-skinned. Her friend told her, "You're too fair to be using lightening skin creams. Why do you use them?" And she was confused by this. Another one of Varghese's colleagues told her, "I thought Indians were white people until I met them in real life." Bollywood allowed and sanctioned this by only promoting fair girls as love interests, leading ladies, worthy, special, hardworking, loving, and so on. This shows women that beauty labor and skin lightening and surgery alike are the price that women must pay for desiring love and desiring to be a wonderful person. According to Chakravarti, bodies become sites of remediation rather than houses of acceptance. I bring this up not to say Bollywood movies are disgusting and that we shouldn't watch them because of who they choose to represent, but to bring attention to a topic that is not recognized enough in Western culture. Summarizing Varghese, fairness is the one thing Indian women pine for endlessly. Even when you're fair, you could always be fairer. According to Aisha, men and women seek out plastic surgery because of the beauty standards set by Bollywood. And Western culture should care because they are part of the problem. They are the reason these beauty ideals stand, as they were the white and Western. And today, in the Western world, we are predominantly white and Western as well. These are my citations. And we're done.